Hello, my friends. It is Jen, and it is Friday, November the 7th. I just had to check the date there for a second. Yes, it is already November. I apologize, I'm a couple minutes late, just some tech issues, but I'm here. All is good. How are you? If you're here joining me live, let me know. If you're catching the replay, let me know. I go live here every Friday. I'm here on Facebook and also on YouTube and do a video of a Stampin' Up! Card from start to finish. Be sure and check me out. Now, what I do first is I do a draw for what I made the week before. So the week before I made this card here, and anyone who has liked, commented, or shared is in on the draw for this. It's nice and sparkly all over, making that card. So I am going to just pop the camera over to share the screen here for my draw. And again, if you liked, commented, or shared, you're in the draw as long as you're Canadian. That's the only other stipulation I have. So let me just start that draw and grab something to write with here. So June Sheldrake, Bubble Bath is a refreshing color choice for Christmas. There you go. June, you win this card. Now, June technically has become a demonstrator. By the time of the video, she was not. So I'm going to give this to her. So thank you, June. And pop right back over here. I see hello to Nicole and Vila and Lisa and Paulette. Hello, hello, welcome ladies. Thanks for joining me. So let me just jump right to the craft table to get going here. And I'll get that card in the mail. So remember this week to like, comment, and share, and then you'll be in the draw. Got a little bit of shadow happening here. Let me just, it's a very dark and gray day out here in Kingston. How about where you guys are? What's it like there? So I'm having to put on extra lights here. Okay, so I am going to work today with something that just came out starting on this week, November 4th, whatever day that was. Tuesday, I guess it was, yes. So it is brand new bundle. It's called the Petals of Beauty, this beautiful stamp set. And these are the dies. And you might be wondering about the packaging. It is new. So this is the new packaging that things are going to start to come out in. So anything new will be here. Some of the older stuff may be mixed until they sort out all the packaging. But I just want to pull this out and show this to you. I have added some things to this, including this little guy here that's stuck. So you've probably seen me do this before. Let me just add some tape to the back of this guy. Where I've taken the dies and I've cut everything out. So it doesn't come with these magnetic sheets. I've added my dies to a magnetic sheet. When I know I'm going to use them a lot, I add magnetic sheets. It typically comes in a packaging like this, and there's a cardboard insert the same way it's always been with the dies on that. And then it comes with this nice slim case. So when you put it into a container, you basically have these. Look at that. The footprint of those are going to take up not even half of a stamp case, so kind of nice. Anyway, so I've cut out all these pieces, and this is what they all look like, all cut out. So there's pieces that cut out the stamped images. These are what all those pieces are, and then there's a bunch that cut out extra pieces. So it's very cool because it's got lots of fun pieces in there. So I'm going to put this back, Petals of Beauty. You can get as a bundle. And like I said, I've just cut out some extra stuff. And now I'm going to show you the stamp set. I'm seeing it's saying very rainy and dark in Oakville. It's dull and rainy where Billy is. And Paulette is saying it's good to see you live. You know what? I can't do that and talk at the same time. Okay, so let me open the stamp set up so you can see what that looks like, because I've done something to it. So it normally comes with the pieces of plastic and stuff the way it normally does, but I've done this little thing to it, and I'm going to show you what exactly I've done by doing it to this one. This is a brand new one for me, Pop-Up Petals. It has a case, which is somewhere, and super cute stamp set. You'll be seeing me using that as well. So you open up the case, and it comes just like this, the same way you've always been used to. So I'm actually going to make this into a more permanent thing, which I saw from somebody else. I don't know who it was, Sherry somebody. I should have made note of what it was, but she did such an awesome thing here, and I want to duplicate it. So I did make myself some wee notes here, because I've only done it to a couple of them. So I'm just putting my notes off to the side here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape on there's two pieces of plastic that come with the stamp set. I know this isn't stamping, but I promise I'm going to get to this. This is kind of fun, and I wanted to do it before I actually use the stamp set. There's two. There's this flimsy piece, and then there's hard plastic. So I'm going to put tape, this is Terran tape, on the back of the hard plastic. Let me just get this started. And I should have really done a separate video for this, but I want to use it this weekend. And so I thought I'm just going to do it really quickly right now with you guys, and you can see it live in real time. And I'm just going to really cement that down. And I'm going to grab my Take a Pick tool and just peel that up here. What is everyone up to this weekend? Anything exciting? And I mean, you know, laundry's exciting, right? So then I'm going to stick this down wherever I want, give it a good seal. And I'm going to peel off this flimsy piece. And then I'm going to take an ink. And she suggested smoky slate, this person who figured this out. And I think that's a really good idea. And the main reason I'm doing this is because there isn't an inside piece. It used to be on the inside of a case, all the images. So there isn't that image on the inside anymore. And I noticed I did put this on the front, but it really doesn't matter which side you put this on. The only thing I have is this image here on the front. And I want something on the inside so I know where my stamps go. Let me see if I can grab an old stamp set to show you what I mean. Let's see. Yeah, so here's one. See how there's got this printed piece on the inside of the case. So I want that as well, so I know how to put my stamps away. Okay, so now I've just created that. I'm going to open it up again. And you can see here, whoops, very sticky, so I ripped that. That's okay, because it's going to be covered up. Oh my goodness. I always say if I can stamp, anybody can. I'm just going to put some tape there. Obviously, it's a little sticky. So now I have a place to stick my stamps. And I can't stick them, obviously, on paper because it's going to stink. Might stink, too. I'm going to put this back on here. And yes, I know I haven't cleaned the stamps, but that's okay. I'm going to now put tape again down here on this really flimsy piece. Are you with me so far? Making sense so far? I'm going to check your comments shortly. And put my Terran tape back. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you get tons of those Terran tape things. And you know, I never use them all, or even some of the kits too, right? So I'm just peeling off the top layer of that sticky tape like that. And I'm going to close this back up again. Ta-da! Give it a good rub. Laura says, what a good idea. I know, isn't it? And it's not my idea, but I thought it was such a clever idea. And you need to do this before you start working with it because they're all in the right spot right off the top. So now I have this super sticky piece. So I can close up my stamp set, put it back in my case. And let's say I go to use my stamps and then I go to put it back. Let's pick one of these here. Like this next project I'm going to do, I'm using practically every piece. So I put it back on this side and then I can close it up. I'm going to give it a little rub and look, it magically transfers to this side. So I could see at a glance what I'm missing and what I'm not, which I thought was so cool. So that's what I've done with this stamp set. And so what I'll do is I'll try and put some of it away before I finish today, and then you'll see what I mean. Remind me if I forget, okay? All right, so now let's start stamping. Luckily, what I'm stamping for you today is very, very simple. However, I did just change the colors like 2 minutes ago because I thought I want to try it with a different color combination. So I'm going to, do not have a sample in this color, but I'm going to use Petunia Pop and Berry Burst. I thought they were very pretty pinky colors. And at the end, I have a sample done with another color scheme, which I'll show you. So this is a two-step stamping stamp set. Let me just pull back the case here. So the way this works is the more filled in image goes down first, and then the outline type image goes over top. Same here and here, and here and here. And then this one goes with this one. This is just an extra piece. So let me just show you how that's going to work. We're going to make a very simple card. I made a card like this recently for some of my demonstrators in my group who achieved a challenge. Yes, I want Petunia Pop first. They're very close in colors, these colors. So I'm hoping there's enough of a differentiation here. Now, one of the things you can do is you can use a foam mat. Let's just pull that on there to get a better impression, because the photopolymer stamp set needs a little bit of cushioning. So do that. Yeah, that's a bit better of an impression. I like how it's kind of grainy looking anyways. And then I've got this little one. I'm going to stamp it in there. I know this doesn't look like much yet. So now let me grab the Berry Burst. And I'm going to go over top of it here with the more outline one. So because it's photopolymer, you can really see just to line that right up. And look how gorgeous that is. So pretty. So pretty. June says, very clever. Yes, again, it wasn't my idea, but I like how that worked with the stamp set. So that's a little tip for you when you're starting off with these new stamp sets. Oh, stunning. I love these colors. Well, because it's purple, right? So, of course, what's not to love? It's a pinky purple. Okay, and then this little guy, like that. Oh, so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in soft sea foam. Oh, you can see I've recently re-inked it, so hopefully it cooperates for me. Just going to tap it around. And we're going to do one here. And I'm going to do another one up here. I have this stray cat hair, dog hair that's following me around. Ta-da! Like so. And then Granny Apple Green here for the accent part. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. And then there's a little wee piece here that has the little inside. And there's actually a die cut for this too, that you could die cut that out as well. So very pretty. And I realized the saying that I used for that was from a different stamp set, which I don't have out. So let's see if one of these new ones here will work. You make my life bigger, brother. Da, da, da. Thanks for being there. Okay, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Thanks for being there. Oh, my plastic didn't stick. See that? I'm going to have to add some more to that. That's why it was so hard to pull off. I will fix that after, but I'll show you the one that I currently have because it's working. I might not have put enough tape on the hard plastic. I was trying to go fast. Okay, thanks for being there. This is actually a nice font, nice and clean. I'm going to go with the darker one here, so we'll go with the Berry Burst. And I think I might change where this goes from my regular sample. Thanks for being there. That's very pretty. Lovely. But now I'm feeling like I need a little bit more green off that side. So let's just do that. I may regret this. Adding another piece to my already designed card. But, you know, we feel like we can do it. Let's do a little green there. And I'm going to add the darker green part. Oh, no, that's not the one that gets darker green. Okay, that's staying like that then. I meant to grab the other one, but it totally works. Okay, so I'm just close these up. And we're going to bring in the bling. By the way, I did that off camera. I didn't mean to. Just trying to keep it away from my project. So just pull and twist, put them away. Okay. Let's see here. I've got a piece of the Berry Burst. It's not a luscious color. Love it. My seal. Put this on here. Like so. So anybody got any plans for the weekend? I'm going to do some stamping this weekend. I've got some cards I need to make. So I am going to do it. And bone folder, just lining up the edges there. Bone folder for a nice crease. And then we're adding the seams. So these are each 1/4 inch in difference in size. So the first layer, the Berry Burst, is 5 1/4 by 4. And then the next layer is the white is 5 by 3 3/4. So that's very pretty so far. We're going to add some bling to it. These are Berry Burst as well, or are they Petunia Pop? I can't remember. They're one or the other. One of the colors that matches. The name of the gems are Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. They've got navy and they've got peach. I almost did a peach card, but then I just couldn't get away from wanting to do the purples. So now I typically put these gems wherever I feel like there's a lot of white space. So I'm going to go up here. And where'd that guy go? There we go. And then I feel like there's more down here too. So I think I'll do another large one down there. And then I will show you my other sample because it is different. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous, simple, and beautiful. I'm doing the boring stuff, housework and laundry. Yep, that's always good, right? Laura says, I love this, very pretty. I love the simplicity of it. Thank you. I love the extra green leaf too. Perfect. Yes, I felt it needed something. So here is the original color I did, which is Pretty in Pink and Strawberry Slush. And I used this stamp set from, I can't remember, but when I do the blog post, I'll put it in there. But I liked how it was kind of, up and down as opposed to across. So it kind of fit in that spot. And then these were the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems, which just really went very nicely with it too. So if you hadn't seen this one, you would totally think this one's pretty too. This one's just a little richer looking maybe. And then what I did was I took these dies, and remember, let's see here. The dies, here's my sheet of dies. They have the ones that cut stuff out, and then they have some extra. So I just took a couple of the extra pieces and did some dies. So this is what I came up with here. So ta-da! So we've still got that little piece stamped in behind. I've stamped out an extra piece here. I put Wink Castell on there, but you may not be able to tell there's that extra piece here, even though the leaves are there too. And so it also changed the position of where I wanted the gems to go because we had more greenery on there. So there you go. So I'll hold this one up and this one beside it. So you can see, again, they're both beautiful. The simple works. This was just stepped up a little bit. So what do you think? That stamp set, again, is called Petals of Beauty. So, and I'm going to clean one of those stamps. And I only have a baby wipe here because my scrub is in the bathroom drying. So I'm just going to take one of these stamps and wipe it off and put it back so you can see what I'm talking about. Beautiful cards, Beulah says. Thank you. Let me just do that one. And hello, Rita. She said it is snow in Thornlow. Paulette says she likes the darker version. Yeah, it's super pretty, isn't it? I feel like I want to put one of the die cut things on there. I'm not sure what. I was just talking with someone in Alberta, and she said they've got snow as well. So I'm just going to rub that. And then what should happen is it should transfer from that. And it didn't. From the lighter sheet to the other one. Yeah, it's not. But you know what? So what? Even if it stays here, at least I can see where it's supposed to be. And it's not going to stick to the paper because I've got those two things of plastic. Yes, totally not jumping. Interesting. Let me grab another one that I have done. This one. This one you're going to see me do some stuff with too. Again, it doesn't matter as long as the plastic is there because then it won't stick on the paper. And so I just got to get the plastic back on this one. Here. This one, the plastic is not sticking. This tape is old. That could be part of the problem. It's not very sticky, so I'm going to get some fresh tape and then I'll lay that on there and get it working right. So this one is a real show and tell here today. This one is called Friendly Foliage. And I've actually put the stamp set and the die all in one package because it was so small. So there's the dies, which I can't wait to show you these because these are so fun. And then here's the Friendly Foliage. Let's see if this one. Oh, we got a mix. Some on the sheet and some off. So it's not working as well as I'd hope it was in terms of be able to show me what's on and what's off and what's working and what's not. You can actually see these are the ones I've used. So that may have something to do with it. They're, I don't know exactly what's going on there, but it doesn't matter. Again, as long as A, I can see what the images are, which is important, and B, that they're not sticking onto the paper. They've got this plastic that they're sticking onto. Yeah, I'm just going to try one more time to transfer that over. Let's see if that'll work. Nope. Oh yeah, one did. One moved. One moved on me. But still, it's a great method for being able to see what's going on and a way to encase your stamp set so that it's not going to fall all over the place. I don't have another new one to show you. Oh, I do, but I've already done it. So it doesn't matter. Anyways, you get the idea. I will fix the other one up and you'll be able to see how that works. Robin says, pretty cards. Thank you. And like I said, they're available. This stamp says available now, so which is nice. Robin says they also got a huge dumping in Timmins. Wow. Maybe they get less sticky. Yes, they do. Actually, you can rinse them to get them stickier again. So that could be a thing. And you work so quick to get such lovely cards. Don't forget too, June, thank you for that. I have played with this prior to going live with you guys. So that's how I figured out a design already, and I could then just copying it. So that helps a little bit, which is also something that I give to you, right? Because now I've got a design with this, you can just copy what I did. So anyhow, that is everything I have for you today. I wish you a safe, if you're out there in the snow, weekend. That seems so weird to say that, but it is November, so you know it's gonna happen, right, in Canada. Wishing you a wonderful and safe weekend, and hopefully you get some crafting in. Take care, everyone, and thanks so much for joining me. See you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.